Thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Sticky Notes Podcast.
Okay, so we're gonna be talking about Bricc Baby. At the end of this episode, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, do something. But yeah, we would appreciate that. So we're gonna talk about Bricc Baby now because I feel like he lied. He said that that they threw the case away with the gun when they ran up in his house, and they ran up in his house because his phone was tapped, and they came to get that phone and found the guns and all the ammunition. That file was sealed, and then it was unsealed when this happened. So he was telling, and that's for sure. And he was sitting up there acting like he wasn't the whole time, but he was definitely telling. And Adam is saying he's going to stick behind him, which makes me kind of lean towards, I'm thinking that he may be telling as well. He's cooperating. So, I mean, he pretty much said it that he was going to, if they come knocking, I'm going to sit down and have a conversation with them. So, yeah.
Well, Adam posted a video because people are saying he's the reason why they got caught up in jail. And he just said, he works with people that are from the streets, and he gives them positions, he gives them jobs, and
lets them sit up there and run their mouth and get themselves in trouble. So,
well, I mean, they're grown adults, so if they're gonna talk about stuff like that,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't stop them. So,
but he said they're gonna document everything that's going on, and he said he's gonna stand by Luce and Bricc.
Luce Cannon's file is sealed right now, which he's facing a lot of charges, a lot of time.
He was denied bail. I'm not sure about Bricc Baby.
Yeah, they ain't letting Bricc Baby go either. He's facing all that ammunition that he had, the guns, the wiretaps, everything,
all their phones were tapped.
They're going down.
Like all the evidence that the FBI has, they have stuff for years. They know they know where their phones were located at on certain days.
Yeah, and Big U's out
certain
here.
Times.
He's collecting money from celebrities, collecting money from the government, saying that he's doing this, saying that he's doing that. He's extorting business owners, robbing business owners, having business owners paying them, and then robbing them same business owners, and then having the business owners pay to get their own stuff back, and then he won't even give them everything back.
It's like a scare tactic. He wants rappers and athletes and people to have to check in with him.
People like him deserve to be in jail. They deserve to be in jail.
They're saying now Quando Rondo's cousin who got killed, which Bricc Baby is also tied to. He might be one of the conspirators or co-defendants or something. And I guess they're saying that Quando did not check in with Big U, allegedly, which then led to his cousin being shot.
You can't go somewhere unless I say so.
When Luce Cannon ran up on Meek Mill a few years ago.
Next time you want to come and record an episode, you gotta give me $50.
Okay. They're saying a few years ago when Luce Cannon ran up on Meek Mill allegedly did not check in with Big U. Everybody's tied in. Bricc, Luce, Big U. They're all tied in together, and all of these things that have been happening over the years. Chains being stolen.
Meek Mill and Rick Ross gonna get that phone call too.
Yeah, rappers being robbed and killed and shot in LA. A lot of it's probably been tied to Big U this whole time. And he's due in court March 31st.
This is all everywhere. And Wack's pretty quiet right now. Wack's really quiet. His name is plastered all over the paperwork. But yeah, he's home.
He's laying low. I'm pretty sure he will talk about it. It'll probably be on an episode with Adam on No Jumper.
Yeah, they didn't record their regular Thursday show. I really wonder why.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But I absolutely believe Wack is an informant. I've thought this for a very long time.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go back and look at the very beginning of the Adam and Wack show and just see how he was operating. And
I think one of the first times Luce Cannon was on No Jumper, Wack was baiting Luce Cannon. He was asking him the questions and baiting Luce Cannon to talk about Big U and all of the things that they were doing. It's so obvious that Wack was baiting Luce Cannon to spill the secrets and things of what were going on.
They're gonna hide behind the shield that it's all just podcasts. That's what they're, because even when Wack was on, when he testified for the Keefy D thing, he was saying, "Oh, it's all lies. It's all for entertainment." So that's what they're gonna hide. They're gonna hide behind that shield. But Wack, he always screaming on Pyru, and he only says that so just to try and get you guys to believe what he's saying. Shout out to the bull SG. What's it? SGBTV?
I think so.
I can't remember, but he Deezy. He know what he's talking about. I've been watching that. You know what he's talking about up there. So, shout out to him. But yeah, so Bricc Baby has been working, and it's very unfortunate because at some point you kind of start like he's entertaining, so. And he got a kid and stuff, so you can kind of relate to him. But
I don't feel bad for none of these guys. It's just human nature to have some kind of feeling for somebody that's behind bars. If you've ever been in that position. Yeah, but I feel like if you're doing stuff that can put you behind bars, I don't feel bad for you.
I ain't gonna say that.
I don't. I mean, come on, like. It's not like a weed, like being arrested for weed or something stupid like that is dumb. This is big stuff.
Yeah, and because they got.
And when
this
you're
murder,
doing these things, you're not
they're
thinking
going
about.
Down for the they're going down for the murder.
You might be thinking about, oh yeah, I'm getting all this money and I'm supporting my family, my kids, but you're not thinking about, okay, well, what if I get caught one day and I'm gone for years, for decades, for my life, the rest of my life in prison, and my kid's not gonna have a dad. How's my family going to get money? You don't think about that aspect of it.
Yeah, you don't think about that. It's the greed that takes over. And money is, money runs the world. So everybody wants more money. But, man, I just keep thinking about Bricc Baby. He's screwed. He's screwed.
We'll see. I think
he
some
screwed
of them,
himself. He had to have been. There's no way that you get caught with an AK-47, which is illegal in Los Angeles. You're not allowed to have them. You get caught when you're still on a podcast.
Well, I'm waxing informant, so if Bricc Baby was talking, he probably knew about it, which is why
he probably didn't know about it, but he had a feeling. He probably didn't know about it, but he had a feeling. So, or maybe he did know because he's in a similar situation.
We'll see. I'm sure some of these guys, if they're not already talking, they're going to talk at some point. Some of them are probably going to plead guilty. Some of them are probably going to plead not guilty and be found guilty.
It's funny how he's been really quiet, though. Haven't heard nothing from Wack. Haven't heard nothing at all.
Because he knows that people are seeing him for who he is. And, the FBI, they're probably telling him to lay low. There's a reason why he lives in Vegas and he doesn't live in California.
Luce Cannon. His girlfriend is out here still putting out stuff. Now she's like, I don't know who Tokyo is, but there's some woman Tokyo that's
Tokyo Tony. That's Black China's mom.
She's saying something about Luce Cannon, that he stole money from her or something like that, and she was like crying about it. And he's just in there saying, just keep putting the content out.
These people are so stupid. They
really
think that all these charges are going to be dropped and they're going to come home. They're still so focused on content, and that's the reason why they're there in the first place.
Yep. And they're all still making money, though.
So stupid. And she's recording phone calls, putting it on YouTube. Recording his house, getting raided, putting it on YouTube. You should be worried about getting that man a lawyer, because they said when Luce Cannon went to court, he had no lawyer with him. Remember, SGBT said that?
Yeah.
He had no lawyer with him. You need to be focused on getting your man a lawyer.
Yeah.
And not
Maybe they froze
content.
his account.
She has her own money.
Yeah. Yep,
get him a lawyer. Like, you should be focusing on how to get him out, not putting more content out there. Like, how stupid can you be?
Wow.
You're hurting him more than you're helping him.
Yeah, you're right. She is. Yeah, she is. I don't know. This could all be just, part of the game.
This is federal. Federal cases are 99%
Yeah, they're
conviction rates.
plastered on the news.
This is just like
we just saw it on Law and Crime. We just saw it on Law and Crime. It's over for these people.
They're not getting out of this. It's federal.
Well, Bricc Baby.
And someone was saying how they might, the issue that happened with Jay Reed at the No Jumper thing.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
Well, they said they're possibly gonna keep that at state level.
And the reason they would do that is because then they wouldn't have to expose Wack as a federal informant if they kept it as a state crime.
Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, you get paid for being an informant, so Wack.
On Pyro!
Wack has been making thousands of dollars from the FBI.
On Pyro!
For years.
Dead homies. He a federal informant on Pyro.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, tell us what you think. What do you think? Is Bricc Baby a rat?
Who's the bigger rat, Wack or Bricc Baby
bigger,
or Luce?
Yeah. Who is the? I don't believe
Who's the king of rats?
Luce hasn't turned yet, but
he
it's
will.
coming. It's coming. We'll see. And 600, we gotta figure out what's going on with 600 because he's tied into all this. He was he was Big U's good friend at one point. He was he looked up to, he was Big U's little flunky, apparently. Yeah. And Bricc Baby was apparently 600 said that he was the key to Bricc Baby coming, getting friendly with all the 60s again. He was like his bodyguard on his way back in because they were saying that he was a rat before.
I wonder if Big U's gonna be charged with
because of the whole guy that killed Nipsey Hussle.
I was just gonna bring that up because Luce Cannon, when he was on No Jumper and Wack 100 was baiting him, Luce Cannon said the story about how he heard that Big U, I believe, called Luce Cannon, or somebody called Luce Cannon and said that Nipsey Hussle was dead. I think it was Big U who did it.
Big U called
Luce called Nipsey. Nipsey answered the phone. And then a few minutes later, he was dead.
Yep.
So that's all tied in.
And he described the killing, how it happened, how the guy came back 3 times to shoot him. He shot him once, ran away, came back, shot him again, ran away, and came back and shot him a 3rd time, stood over top of him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Talking about the way supposedly one of your good friends was killed like that. The way that he was talking was crazy. So we'll see.
Tell you what, I'm glad the guy's in jail.
Yeah. They all have done crimes to have put themselves in a position to be behind bars. So I can't say that, they didn't do anything. I can't feel bad for somebody like that.
Yeah, somebody like that.
Right.
Especially when you're extorting your own community. In his videos, he was, trying to get the black community to feel bad for him to pander to him. But you're extorting these exact communities. You're stealing from them. You're taking the money. Shaq gave him money. He took that money. Yeah, he took that money, put it in his pocket. All the money that he was getting from celebrities to support his charities and stuff he's supposed to be doing for the community, he put that in his pocket.
He's a big homie. I heard a little clip of Snoop Dogg calling Big U the big homie. He was like, "What's up, big homie?" And Snoop is a crip, so he's saying that boy was a big homie to Snoop. So, man, he was out here, dibbling and dabbling and taking as much money from people as he could. But it's crazy. He says he put the work in, in the streets. He put the work in, so he had the fear of the streets. Anybody that came there had to check in.
That's crazy.
So yeah, tell us what you think. Is Bricc Baby coming home? Is Luce Cannon coming home? I don't know. What do you think? T, what do you think? Are they coming home?
I think Big U's gonna get the most amount of time.
He's going down for the murder. For show,
Bricc
for
and
show.
Luce. They're gonna. I see Bricc and Luce pleading.
So they coming home?
I think.
Will they make another no jumper appearance?
I think once they see all the evidence that they have against them, and they realize the best thing to do is to plead, they're gonna plead, or they're gonna snitch to get less time. They're gonna be definitely be doing time. I do think they'll come home, but I don't see them coming home anytime soon. I think some years are gonna go by.
Will Adam have to? Will he have to go to court? Will he have to testify?
I don't think so.
No.
No. I don't think he's involved in this. I think his only involvement is.
It's his show.
It's his show, but he's not forcing them. They're telling on themselves. I don't think he's involved in any way. He might bait people on because it's content for him and it puts more money in his pockets, but I don't think he's involved like criminally.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So thank you guys, and let us know what you think. Tune in, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of
Sticky Nose Podcast.
Had to tuck the shorty cause it stick out. Alleyway stories, I was walking with that thing out. Any given Sunday, ain't no telling what I bring out. Couple little shooters had to tell them run the dig route. Mr. Make it happen, get it crackin', and I skip town. Find out where you at, I'm like, what happened to that big mouth?